best.
Did you pay them?
I wish I can't afford
For
them.
boba.
Alright, I'm Donald.
Yay!
Well, it's being recorded too. So I'm the last testimony. That's the good news. The bad news is I saw you timing it. I timed myself and I'm like over 3 minutes. So I'm like barely. So I just graduated in June, and so a quick shout out to all the kids who are in college. If you can imagine, I'm pretty much bragging now, but if you can imagine waking up and going to work and then going to lunch with coworkers and then finish work, and when you come home, the sun's still up and you don't got to worry about homework. It's a pretty good feeling. So I know people tell you guys like, oh, like life is the best in college. Like it's not true. Like it gets so much better after. So with that hope, I hope you guys study and do well. And so this is my testimony post college. And so I wanted to make it very lighthearted and fun. But as I was writing and praying about it, I realized I needed to speak what God was putting on my heart. And so it deviated from what I wanted to do. And so this is my testimony. And so in all reality, from the moment that I graduated Cal Poly, I started complaining. And I was complaining about everything. And I complained about the size of my paycheck. I complained about why I couldn't get a job in Silicon Valley. I complained about my comfort. I complained about why I wasn't climbing the corporate ladder fast enough. And if you name it, I was complaining about it. And I know to you guys it seems like such like a first world shallow problem, but for me it was like such a real burden, and it was such a real struggle. And it's funny because it's like my ambition to succeed in the world was something I was proud of, and that is what ultimately made my heart feel the most bitter and the most angry at God. And that feeling, that harboring feeling, was what I was carrying around as a secret for a really long time. And so, it got bad when I went home last weekend, and my uncle, who's not a Christian, rebuked me, and he's like, "How can you carry like this spirit of entitlement? Like, who are you to say that?" And because I was thinking like, I paid all my dues in school, and I studied and did all the all-nighters, and I paid my dues and consequences regarding just my past choices, and I paid all my dues, and as I was thinking, like the most wicked thought that I had was I thought that I served faithfully enough while I was in college that God would cut me some slack, and so in all my sin and in all my like personal bitterness, I was mad at God. And so back to my uncle, when I was talking to him, I told him this whole story, and he's like, Don, it's not good to be mad at God, right? And I was like, yeah, obviously, but I was like thinking, I didn't say that, I'm pretty respectful, but like he was right, and like it was like so bad to be mad at God, because it's like, if you really think about it, it's like this could be like my last like 10 breaths, and like here I am like stressing about like my next paycheck or something that's like totally meaningless. And if you think about like how wicked is that, and like it's like super embarrassing and super like just shows you like how like low I am, I guess. And from that period to now, there's been a lot of growth, and like thank God for people like Pastor and Elaine who like listens and raises you up. And I guess so. What I realized today is I need to be grateful, because at the end of all this and all this like my own worldly desires, like the best part about all this is that I get God. And it's not what He can do for me, and it's not what blessings He can pour out on me, but it's just at the end, like I just get God. And beyond that, it's like, as I was talking to my friend, it's like I get prayer, and like that's like, if you really think about it, it's like access to God. And like more than that, it's like I get another day, another opportunity to practice faith, and like that's like another opportunity where like I can like show God, like, hey God, like aren't I doing good, and like getting approval from Him is like so amazing. And so at the end of the day, like when I look back, it's like I get God, and like that's enough. And like to me, that's like worth more than anything else. And yeah, so I've been really trying to make it a point to be thankful for everything, to be grateful for where I am and grateful for whatever God's placed in my life, because those are all blessings. And one of the things that I'm most grateful for is this church and you guys. And I'm so grateful for this unity night and this opportunity for us to come together. And so I just pray that you guys would be just as grateful as I am for this night. And yeah, so thank you for coming out and listening to all our testimonies. And so, yeah.